right, Lynn, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, obviously a great win on our home floor.
Thanks.
Nice to get a home win in front of some, amazing fans on National Girls and Women's Sports Day. Great crowd. The kids fed off the energy. There was no question about that. I thought defensively we were on point today, hence rebounding. We were on point today. I thought our defense was very, very good today. And I thought we spread around the ball. Offensively, I thought we executed extremely well. Obviously took care of the ball, shared the ball, all things that we, continue to work on, and we'll continue to grow.
Describe that tension in the last like 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
It seemed like, you guys still had a lead, but then they came back. They got
Yeah.
it in 3, I think.
You know what the difference was? In the time and there wasn't any tension. You know what I mean? Like time and score would indicate that there was tension, and earlier in the season that would absolutely have been tension for us, but didn't feel that at all today.
No?
I really didn't. No, I really felt like we were locked in. Defensively, the talk in the huddles was good. Everybody knew what was going on. We understood the situation, knew what we had to do. I didn't feel like there was any panic or tension today, and I think that's a big growth step for us.
Why was this different than, I guess, the other times?
I think it's just growth. I think it's time. We'd obviously been waiting for little things like that all year, to be able to close out close games, particularly on your home floor. So I think it's just something we've been building to, but I think everybody's really locked in. I think it was a fun atmosphere today.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just one of those days where it was our day.
Talk about that momentum in the beginning of the third quarter.
Yeah.
You seem to have carried that, into halftime, and to also talk about the message at halftime, whatever that was.
Yeah, we talked at halftime really just about Cassandra Brown, because she really had a terrific first half, and we needed to keep that in check. I felt like we were doing a good job on their shooters, and we didn't really lose anybody in our zone, the shooters, but we were giving Cassandra just too many easy touches, and then obviously, she's a great post player, and her second effort is terrific, so she was scoring on second touches a lot. And that's really what we talked about at halftime, just trying to limit that, and at the same time continue to do a really good job on their shooters, which I thought we did.
In the first quarter, did you think you guys were forcing up shots a little bit? It seems like you couldn't get them to fall.
No, it's funny because sometimes when you're not making shots, it looks like you're forcing them, but as long as we're in flow and getting shots out of our offense, coming off a screen, curling off a ball screen, a flare screen, whatever it is, if we're getting action off of our action or shots off of our action, then I'm okay with those shots. It's an ISO one-on-one, like that's not who we are. You know what I mean? But as long as we're running our action and doing what we need to do, then I'm okay with those shots.
You had 3 offensive rebounds today.
Mm-hmm.
How is that something you're going to prioritize? Now. Into the MAC tournament?
I don't know. We shot 40%. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Am I going to prioritize it? No, I got a whole list of stuff I want to prioritize. I'm not sure where that falls on the list. I don't know. Do we want to get more opportunities? Yeah, of course we do. But, if we shoot 40% and by the time the tournament comes I can get us up to 45%, then I don't have to worry about offensive rebounds.
It seems like you were telling Anna to really grab the ball. I know you motioned to Rafi.
Yeah.
You motioned to Rafi to grab the ball. It seemed like there was some passing that was
Yeah, I think that it was. I think our reaction time was a little bit slow at times. You know what I mean? So it's like our hands were down instead of up. We were really trying to hold off their post players as opposed to really getting position and keeping our hands up. And I think that cost us a couple quick shots that came off the backboard hard, and we just couldn't get them.
What was different today between St. Peter's being able to come back and cut a lead to 3 versus maybe a time like Niagara when they also cut the lead to I think 1 at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, it's the end of February, so the goal is that we keep growing, and we've had a lot of growth this year, a lot of growth. We've also had a lot of inconsistency, but some of the things that we work on in the special situations that we work on in practice come to fruition a lot at the end of February and in March. So we got to keep preparing for them, keep executing offensively. End-of-game execution is critical. And I thought we did a really good job of that the last couple of possessions. I don't think we got the score that we wanted, but we used all 30. We ran our stuff into stuff to make sure that they had to defend us.
Do you feel like you played a complete 45 minutes or maybe at least in the 30s today?
I think we're in the 30s, yeah. I think we're in the 30s, definitely.
How would
Definitely.
you like to close out this season then?
How would I like to close it out? Oh, you mean on these next 2 games?
Yeah.
We want to win every game we play, obviously.
Two toughest teams in the MAC.
Yeah, Yeah, so it'll be a good challenge for us on the road. So that's going to be, something that we're going to prepare for, that we'll be ready for. They're both fun atmospheres. I think they'll be great games. They're games that, we want to win, and we want to leave, come home on Saturday feeling good about where we are and who we are going into Atlantic City.
All right, thanks, Coach.
We talked a little bit about taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented on one side of the ball.
Yeah.
And at Iona, there was almost 8-minute stretch.
Yeah.
It was only a 6-0 run. Today, 7 minutes without allowing it was a 16-0 run. Can you just talk a little bit about the difference?
We had a 16-0 run and
Yes.
didn't allow them to score? Okay.
Yeah, so it was only
Yeah.
7. It was the end of the
Yeah.
second quarter, beginning of the third
Okay,
quarter.
okay.
Over.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead of it being not a
Right.
not a big run, it
Yeah.
was 16-0 today.
Yeah,
And
well,
that could be different.
I thought what you saw today was, the tips and steals and deflections and rebounds we were getting. We were looking down the floor. We finished. Nay did a great job finishing today. Every time I called her number, she scored, and her teammates found her in the open floor. So I think the difference when you're getting stops is we got some easier buckets today, as opposed to having to generate every single time we got a stop. We didn't have to generate a bucket. We got some good transition looks today, and finished around the rim.
And then defensively, as a team, 11 blocks today.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Just
terrific.
talk a little bit about that effort, specifically from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I mean, Anna had 5. I know Mick had 2. I know Vic had 2. I know Em came in and got 1. That's what makes our defense better. Because a lot of our perimeter stuff, if you get beat, we have rim protectors behind us. We have, slides and ways that we do things that can put us in a situation to cover for each other. And I thought we did that today. I thought Anna's blocks were timed perfectly. I thought Mick's 2 blocks were timed perfectly. I think Rafi might have had 1 too. I thought they were timed perfectly because they were in the right spot, because they were doing their job and making the slides the way they're supposed to.
They have 1, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Cool? All right, fellas. We'll see you in AC, Dylan.
Yeah.
See you in AC.